holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Rodgers. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself, you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Funchess. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 48-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his target.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First down, Tennessee.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second and 5 now. Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Titans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second and goal from the 1. Tannehill now to throw. Flush to his right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Titans 6, Packers nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
Real route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. J.J. Nelson now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. On 1st down, Goodwin. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. first down throw. Tannehill. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves...
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That escapes the sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Christian Kirksey gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Harney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Titans' 38-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now this time, Rodgers will throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have the Packers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. On play action, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Sliding out of the pocket. On the screen, this is Evans. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the 50, it's Tannehill being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake. The lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Before getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Right there, 54, right there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big run that time by Henry. 45 yards. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
His kick is no good.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh, yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. This one caught by Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Tannehill on 3rd down. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Point conversion.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage. Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion, because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A game there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Dashing through the snow. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They clinch the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Rodgers.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Complete.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half. And